It turns up that the Love Boat cruise that we're doing a group cruise for came up during our live last night, so I want to go over that with you, updates, if anyone's wondering. Also, some major itinerary changes with Princess we need to talk about, and it turns out that clickbait is not only for YouTube, so I've got a story for you about that, so let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips, and today is Tuesday. It is April 30th of 2024, so I hope you enjoy the rest of your April 2024. Let's start at the top talking about the big itinerary changes the Princess has just announced for their 2025 World Cruise. Now, Princess has a couple of 2025 World Cruises, and the one that this is impacting is the one that's going to be sailing on the Island Princess. And if you want to do the whole World Cruise, you will be departing. You can do it round trip from Los Angeles. You can also begin in Fort Lauderdale and end in Los Angeles. So the Fort Lauderdale departure date is on January 5th of 2025, and then the Los Angeles departure date is January 20th of 2025. The segment of the whole world cruise that this is impacting is from February 16th of 2025 through April 9th of 2025. That is the window of time when the ship was going to call in the region of the world where there is war going on right now. It was going to go to Israel. Egypt was on the itinerary. There was a segment that was going, that segment was going to be departing from Dubai. And so due to what's going on, they are no longer able to do that. And so as they have taken off a lot of those ports, I am going to say they have done a really good job adding some really magnificent destinations that Princess doesn't usually call at in Greece, as well as on the west coast of Africa. Now, having large cruise ships call in Africa, as we have seen more and more now, is really exciting to me. For a long time, the smaller ships of different cruise lines would call in different ports there on the west coast of Africa, but not like we're seeing now. And so I'm really excited that that part of the world is opening up even more. But a couple of things that I want you to know about. So that sailing is no longer going to go through the Red Sea, no Suez Canal transit. Want to make sure that you all know that. But they have replaced it with really great things. Now, like I said, that segment was supposed to depart from Dubai on March 14th of 2025. And now you're going to be departing 4 days earlier on March 9th from Cape Town, South Africa. That is also a change that we saw when Princess had to change their itinerary for the 2024 World Cruise. Yes, and so just wanted to bring you up to date on that. So if you're looking at booking that, or you've got it booked, you're going to want to take a look at what the new itinerary is and go through all of those ports. The Crown Princess is going to be doing World Cruise round trip from Australia, and they are working on finalizing the changes on that itinerary. Those haven't been published yet, so if you're looking at one of those or booked on one of those, hopefully that will come shortly. I would expect it any day now, since they've made the official statement about what the new itinerary for the other world cruise is. So if you are booked on a world cruise, you've been on a world cruise, or if you're going on a segment of the world cruise, let us know. I'm really excited to hear all about it. We've got a couple of Let's Go family members who are on the Island Princess on the world cruise right now, and it's been really fun to hear their updates as they've shared them with us. Now let's talk about that Love Boat cruise for a minute. Last night on our live, we're just going along, and someone looked on the Princess website and noticed that when you look at that sailing August 31st, 2024 on the Enchanted Princess round trip from New York City, it doesn't say the Love Boat cruise on there. Here's a note, it never has. Back on February 7th is when Princess made the announcement that that was going to be a theme cruise. It was going to be the Love Boat cruise. They were going to have 4 of the original cast members of that original Love Boat TV show. They're going to have Isaac, Gopher, Doc, and Vicky on board. And they announced a whole bunch of things, which I'm going to remind you of here. But I double-checked the Princess website in their news center. Like if you go to princess.com and then scroll down, you can look, and that has not been rescinded. That announcement is still there. I really don't think that they have canceled the Love Boat theme part of that cruise, I just don't think that they keep their website up to date. And I don't think their marketing people are really thinking about it because it's really not advertised anywhere. The reason we know about it is I follow along, I saw that, knew it would be a super fun group. So that's why we're doing it. If you want to come, you should come. A quick note, so after last night, I'm receiving emails from people saying, can I cancel my cruise if it's not the Love Boat cruise? Final payment is not due until June 2nd. Alrighty, and so that gives us time to follow up and really make sure that Princess is doing that. But I have not seen any changes. And I'm going to follow up and see what I can find out from anyone else at Princess. But I really do think that it is still the Love Boat cruise. If it wasn't, I'd be the first person to tell you that as well. So I'll keep you up to date on that. As we look forward to the Love Boat cruise, though, I thought I would tell you some things if you're on the fence and you're not sure if you want to come. It is going to be so much fun, like so much fun. So let me tell you, they're going to have a sail away party, including the cast. When we went on, I got to go on the Love Boat cruise back in October of 2023. Was it 2023? It was 2023. Was it 2022? Anyway, the last time they had a Love Boat cruise, I got to go on it. It was round trip out of LA on that one, on the Discovery Princess. And they had a sail away party. It was so much fun on the top. So you're going to want to join us for the live on that. But up there on the top of the ship, they had the cast members up there. It was so much fun. But anyway, so they're going to have that. They're going to have a meet and greet photo with signing opportunities. They're going to have Love Boat inspired activities with prizes, a cocktail demonstration by Isaac. How fun is that? Because remember, he does that. And then a symbolic renewal of vows ceremony, which is going to be very fun. The cast Q&A, sharing some of their favorite memories and stories from their careers. They're going to have the Love Boat episodes of the old TV show airing up on the Movies Under the Stars. They're going to have Love Boat trivia with the cruise director, Love Boat inspired menus and specialty cocktails, and then theme decor and photo backdrops and merchandise. I'm really excited. Last time they didn't have merchandise, so everybody came ready to buy something and they didn't have anything to spend their money on. So I am really excited about that. And there is going to be a VIP package. I'm excited to hear that announced. I don't know what that's going to give you access to, but we're going to find out. So just wanted to let you know, I really do think that cruise is still the Love Boat cruise. Like I said, I'll be the first one to tell you if I find out that it's not, because that changes everything. And I think it's really important to know what you're doing. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please go ahead and hit that subscribe button? I would like us to have more influence as a Let's Go family, and so we need to be together for that, so join us. And also, if you appreciate my updates, will you please give this video a thumbs up? We'd really appreciate your support. We are trying to get to our next milestone of 25,000 subscribers, so thank you very much for the thumbs up and for your amazing support. Okay, now, here is a headline that I saw in the news in a couple of places this morning, and it really struck me because here's one of them that stood out to me a lot. Norovirus outbreak linked to 2 cruise ships with over 150 infected. So that title makes it sound like there was a norovirus outbreak somewhere because of 2 ships, right? And so a few things as I read through the story, and this is on multiple media sites, and so I find it really interesting that, as we've talked about here before, the media is always so anxious to blame cruise ships for any illness that is out there, but they were talking about Radiance of the Seas, which was sailing from Tampa during part of her trip on up to Alaska. And I talked to you about that yesterday and the troubles that she is having. But there was some cases of norovirus on that sailing. Approximately 67 passengers out of 1,993 passengers came down with what they think is norovirus. So a lot of times they just call it norovirus when the person, the people becoming ill have vomiting and diarrhea. So that's kind of what they base it on. So on that sailing, like I said, it sailed from Tampa, and it sailed there from there on April 8th. Then we have the Sapphire Princess, which I talked to you about a lot last week, and letting you know that there had been some norovirus on that ship as well. On that ship, apparently a total of 94 passengers out of 2,532 guests came down with the norovirus symptoms as well. That is long over. I've been hearing updates from people, and that did not last long, which makes me really happy. But the reason that I am talking about this is to let you know, of course, it's always really important to know what's going on, and every time you hear about norovirus, it always begs the reminder to wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. But at the same time, make sure that when you see a headline, don't believe everything the headline says right off. It is really important to follow up, think about what you know, and decide what you think about what the article says. So I am really glad that these ships, they aren't having any trouble with norovirus anymore, and they are just required to report the cases to the CDC. And so that's how it hits the news. But thought you would enjoy that. Now, I would love to hear from any of you who are sailing on a cruise right now. No matter what ship you're on, no matter what cruise line, send me an email or pop in the comments and let me know how you're doing. And like I said, let me know if you're coming on that Love Boat cruise. Let me know if you're going on a world cruise. I really appreciate hearing from all of you, and it's been nice to be here with you today. I'll see you here again tomorrow, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.